Hi everyone, my name is Kay Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. Today I'm going to share with you a very easy card to create, even though it looks a little complicated, but it's just a matter of knowing when to stamp what. And we are going to use the stamp set Mountain Adventure from the Holiday 2016 Stampin' Up! Catalog. And so on the front of this card, you can see that we're at a ski resort and it says, oh, the weather outside is, well, it says frightful, but then that is crossed out and the word wonderful is substituted. And then on the inside, this could be a Christmas card if you choose it to be. Otherwise, we're going to use one of the sentiments included with the stamp set, and we're going to make it a winter card, Warmest Winter Wishes. And so let's go ahead and I'll teach you how to create this card. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is get our card base ready. So we have a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of soft sky scored at 4 1/4. So we're just going to go ahead, fold this towards the score line, and then I'm going to get my bone folder and give this a nice little press so it will lie flat for us while we work with it. Then we have 2 Whisper White panels that we're going to be doing our stamping on, and I just made these both the same size because it's just easier that way and it's less confusing for my customers. These are both cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. So we're going to go ahead and stamp the inside panel first. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring in the Stampin' mat because we are working with photopolymer stamps, and we're going to do that Warmest Wishes. And so what I did is I wanted to use a Memento Tuxedo black ink for this center section and then red ink on the outer sections. Now photopolymer doesn't always take to markers real well, but it does love Memento black ink. So I created my own little Stampin' Spot. Stampin' Up! Sells these Stampin' Spots uninked, so you can ink them with the color that you like, and then I just take a labeler and label it. So this is our Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to ink up just the sentiment. So I can kind of see exactly what I'm doing. You probably can't, but that's what that looks like. And then the other ink that we're going to need for this is some real red. And just because it's so easy to use Stampin' Spots, I happen to have a Stampin' Spot that's real red from a paper pumpkin kit. And so I like to collect these. And in fact, if you didn't know it, Paper Pumpkin is having a special right now where you can buy one and get 1 month free. So that's kind of neat for new subscribers, and it would be great to maybe subscribe during the holidays and then have some different little things that you can create for the people in your life. That would make nice little gifts. And so now we'll go ahead and we'll stamp this right here on our Whisper White panel. Just give that a nice press and you can see how awesome this looks. So then we can go ahead, take some snail to the back side, and we'll put this on the inside panel of our card. So we'll just center that in, give it a nice little press across the top, and the inside panel is done. So now we're going to do the stamping on the other panel, and this is going to be our outside panel. And as a reminder, it's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a piece of paper here so that we can stamp off the edges because these mountain ranges are pretty long. So we're going to ink up the first one, and as I mentioned before, we're going to go from top to the bottom. So we're just going to ink this up. We're going to set it so that it's very, very close to the top and very, very close to that left edge. And then we're going to ink that up again and put in our second mountain peak. And we'll just go ahead and put this in, oh, I suppose about right there. And as you can see, that just goes all the way across the page and just looks beautiful. The next thing we're going to do is put in the ski slope. And so let me ink that up with our Memento black ink. And we're going to set that in so the pole is running parallel to the sides of this Whisper White paper panel. So we're just going to set this in so it looks about like this. Perfect. Now we'll add our ski lodge, so I'm going to ink that up next, and we'll put that over here so that everybody has a place to come in and drink some hot chocolate. Perfect. Now we need another line or a hill in front of the ski lodge, so I have that right here, and I'm just going to ink that up. There's a little bit of a divot in that, so I'm going to kind of put that right about where the ski lodge is and give that a press, and it looks great. Now the next thing to do is add in some directions so our skiers know where to go. So we've got that right here, a little post with some signs on it. And then the next thing is our sentiment. So I have the sentiment, it's actually 2 sentiments, but I put them together on one block. So we're going to go ahead and ink this up, and then we'll just stamp this down here. And you'll see that we need to add a little bit of red, a little red X to cross out the frightful. And so I'm going to ink that up with our real red ink. So I just happened to use the spot that I was using before, but of course you could just use your regular Stampin' Up! Ink pad. And there is a little X that's included with the stamp set, but if you wanted to, if you were just in a hurry, you could certainly just take a marker and X that out as well. So we're going to add this to a real red panel that's going to be 1/8 inch larger than our Whisper White panel. So this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And we're just going to put this on with some snail. So let me flip this over. And we'll go ahead and, you know what, before I do that, I really should have thought of this, and I already have the snail on it, but I think I can rescue it. I really should have done my markering before I put this onto my panel. We can bring our silicone mat into the picture, and we'll set this right on here because our snail that's already been applied will not stick to the silicone mat. So those mats can be kind of handy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a soft sky marker. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add some shadows on these mountains. And so I'll show you exactly how that's done. You just go ahead and you just follow these mountain ranges. So I'm going to put the camera on fast speed as I go ahead and finish up all of the soft sky inking that needs to be done on this card. There we go. So we have all of the inking that needs to be done for the soft sky on this card. Now there's a few other colors that we need to add in. We're going to add in some brown. This is soft suede, so we're going to add in some soft suede on our lodge here. And then we're also going to add it on this sign. And I think that's it. That's all that we need for the soft suede. And then we're going to add in some real red. And the real red is going to be this door. And then we are also going to add some real red to the ski lift here. So just a little touch of that on each of these lifts. Whoops, that got a little bit crazy. So if it's a little crazy on one, let's go crazy on all of them so everything matches. There we go. So it looks like they're moving along at a quick pace. All right, and then with all of our coloring done, we can go ahead now, remove this from the silicone mat, which came to our rescue. We're going to set this on our real red panel. Now on the card that I did in advance, you'll notice that I had some real red twine. That was from the Candy Cane Lane Baker's Twine 2-spool pack, which has real red, and then it also has some white and red with a red metallic through it. Well, I've already run out of this real red twine, and so I'm going to substitute, also from the Candy Cane Lane product suite, this Candy Cane Lane washi tape. And so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take the kind that has the little mints. We're just going to set this along the bottom and make sure that's nice and even. Give it a good press. And this is actually kind of handy. If you're not really into tying bows or messing around with twine, ta-da, it's that quick and you're done, and it looks so cute. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take some dimensionals just to give this a little bit of lift away from your card front. And to do that, we're just going to put one in each corner. And then we'll flip this around and we'll center it in on the front of our card. And it looks just adorable. Now something else we could do if we wanted to is add a little bit of this candy washi tape at the bottom. And it looks so cute. I just have to do that. So I'll tear this off and we'll just do a little wrap here. And that just really kind of livens up the inside panel of our card. So here we go. Here's the one I just did. A few modifications to it compared to the one that I had done in advance. And I'll go ahead and put all of the products that I used, whether it was the first card or the second card, into the supply list. Thank you so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. I truly appreciate you. If you're interested in placing a Stampin' Up! Order, please see my blog at www.stampingtoshare.com. There's links there that will take you to my online store. Have a great day. Bye-bye.